Hello and welcome back to Painted Creator. It's Sarah, and this is just going to be a little sort of snippet video on using masking fluid. So if you, I'm working on a little block of paper, which is a rough surface. It's 100% cotton, an Academy waterpaper, so it's student grade. It's a Bohong pure cotton watercolour. Bohong papers are really good. I actually got it off Temu, so if you're looking for something, have a look on Temu. I like it as a block because I don't have to tape it. Makes it easy to work with. So I've done a little sketch of just some bluebells that I'm going to mask out. I'll then paint it, you can have a look. So I use a really old paintbrush that came in one of my first sets. This is a Derwent Academy little brush. And before you start using your masking fluid, so this is Winsor & Newton masking fluid, always, I put the lid on, pour some dish soap or washing up liquid if you're in the UK onto your brush, because it will help. Other than Fairy, you can get other brands and they work just as well. Potentially hand soap would also work, but these are really useful because you can get your brush and put it in the and then just tip it, and it just coats and protects the bristles of your brush. Do not use your best brushes to do masking fluid. It really doesn't work. And then literally you just dip it into the masking fluid and paint it on. So I'll come back to you once I've painted the masking fluid on. Okay, so here we are. I've painted all the areas that I'd drawn out. I'm also going to put on some of the thicker leaves that are in the foreground, because I can do that with my masking fluid as well. You don't have to draw first, you can just paint. I'm just going in and out of my pot, taking the excess off, trying to remember to do the leaves in different directions. Sometimes I forget about that. And we're literally just reserving the white of the paper, which makes some of the painting on top easier, and allows you just to add some other colours. And the most important thing is to let your masking fluid dry totally and naturally, because otherwise you end up, if you try and dry it with a heat tool, so a heat gun or a hairdryer, you end up with it sticking to the paper and tearing the paper. Different papers sometimes don't take the masking fluid that well. So it's always worth checking. I'm about finished for this bit. So put the lid on my masking fluid. And as you can see, my paintbrush is a real mess. It's really important that you now go and clean that again using some wash not liquid or dish soap, and get as much as you can out. I do use this brush cleaner, the Masters brush cleaner and preserver, as a way of trying to keep my best brushes together, and I have found that it's quite a useful way of keeping these brushes in as well, but you do need to give them a good clean. It's not, if anybody wants to send me any, that's really great, but I'm not supported by anybody on this channel. So here we are, I'm back. I've given it a good wash off, brought the point together, and I'm going to put that in my little brush stand. I have a little brush stand, again another Temu find, that just lets me dry my brushes without the tips going. So then we're going to leave this to totally dry, so there is no wet showing.